That when one, and one that's one, and one up on your boy, and one black on your boy, and why not? Mine is so mine is your, was I is a baz, I need your game. I will play my own. No, dear mama, my dear mama, I just run your way. One devil, one that devil, one that's where. They run your more. Oh, you do. Oh, you run your Lucio. Cassia, Johnny, Cassia, Jenny. I went there. What will I? Oh, mine is in my nature. It just so like you. I say, my poor. Oh, Ganya, we go. Did I your dear, you will have left. I will blame you. Say never you never. Don't run away. I'll run away. It just I will have it. I naga. Don't go now. You are so oh, you are so and I say, what go? I say, I'm a poor. Monoka Bao. What you reason where they are dying? Then one from your boss, that you know, no, you prefer. That's all no one. You will grow another way. And why not? Oh, Daka. Monsieur, you sleep back by the devil. Why did you want? So you jail, you want it. I say, I'm a poor again. Then boy, we will so last you go. I say, I'm a poor. I say, yes, I'm when they don't want my guy. Only I want in the car. You'll be able to get my dear bedroom. No, well, Monsieur, this is that. Monsieur, say, I need that. Monsieur, I need this as I need to get on one way. When you go, do you see I want to go when you go? Oh, well, didn't I know your dear? Didn't I know your dear? No, we are clever with you. I get blown your way. I get been your way. One dear, one devil, Montino, Monsieur, they are poor. When you see a devil, more poor on the way. Come on, never. Monsieur, yes, and I'm dying. Run your buyer. I didn't run your buyer. Down one we are. If I didn't say where, they might, then one was
Share it too. Share it too. A lot of news coming out of the motherland. We gotta discuss them.
Get one away. I say, I hope I will get you're not there, was also that one. Was on you, plus on a jacket. Yeah, you want. What your parties was answer. Mine is a mine nature. I say, you're not there. Money to be a book.
Share the show here 30 years for an hour or so. An hour here, spend some electricity and then little point was deleted. Nobody looking at the then John Bell, he left is he lying to this? Our leaders cannot be lying to in history, and I think in history, no Emmanuel Pen.
Money fanatico fa. Representative. Speaker of the House.
In the whole southeastern region, the only vocal senator who from the
money will blow man this side. Money no one is a you. I go get better simple. No more general.
Yeah, good name, one of the good name.
And they say, yeah, this are you. I said, you can go. Well, in that to one year, in I do Naga, to Naga, in I do Naga, to Naga, how I do Naga.
Senator, you forgot with all these people who campaign for you that you help now, and you say, oh, they can't, they all the time they coming for help. You never empower them. Prince Johnson, other senators empower their people. When the people are when they go in the mud, in the people ring and they campaign for you, when you are elected, you go in the house and you make way for the people to get jobs so they can depend on you. So the people can have their own family and feed their own family from the sweat, the job. But everything you did, you got children out of city beginning, all they're doing, they're walking behind you. Is that empowerment? They will come to you tomorrow in the morning for food. Even we that here say, when we're down there, we say, do something like this trash car thing, or do something like that thing where you say for your house so you can't be coming to me all the time. Teach the people how to fish. So, Peno, don't teach the people to fish. But he can stay there and say, without these people, Zoe, will you even be a Zoe? These are the people who brought you to permanent. I saw you were in Cote d'Ivoire. You were on a BN level 3 stream. From there you went Sierra Leone, wherever you went Guinea, King with the people King with Lair, the Gage. Without these people, will you be Zoe Penal? And you said there are people who brought you and made you, who made you to even get to be known. And you criticize them in the public area because now you got money. What kind of a senator is this? But we're going to go behind this senator here and make this senator. He got how many years? We're in 2026 now, so 3 years. Literally 3 years. About 2 years, 3 years, they will start doing the campaign 2 years time, and then all will be campaign time. He wants 30 some more years. So it needs to be replaced, period. Why is he only the man from Grand Gita County? What's that? He's not only the man from Grand Gita County, but I don't listen to Zoe. I'll put it in your hand. You listen to what Zoe said. Your own senator, what he said. Denigrating other people, talking down on people who he helped. So without those people, you would not be Zoe Penal. Your uncle was president from 1980 to 1990. You were off. Different like Grandpa King, you King and the portrait, okay, that pose there. So that the same way they could get you off one day. And you will be, if you not say your future now, so when the people tell you from there, you'll be the with no penny lawmaker, then you're not playing who begging for food to eat. So you better your people making, you better start being apartments, doing farming, doing this, so you can get something after you are removed. You can't talk down on your people that die. It's not. I don't understand. I listened to this man here. I felt that this guy is who advising this man. A senator can yet talk and speak any way you want to speak in the Republic of Liberia.
We buried them. We did everything. They won't make the children pay their school fees. We help them. You're not the only person. So everything you come to my house, I'm gonna give it to you. No different hello. The way I have not seen you for months or years.
Yes.
You're trying for yourself to bring this to my wedding myself. But when they come, God. But everything you can, say that, yeah, my internet way, it can't, I won't go there. The day I see you coming, and he won't be too now. And he won't be a man, the only person. Then you're here, you're from Straight with the money. Look at getting somebody from Monrovia came, personal vehicle. See, I think I'm changing. That's the kind of life I want for my people. To be friendly with the president is not a thing, but what the president will do for your people. That's why we try all our presidents, but it never worked. We fought me. I know for that for Waka. I get in my phone. Let's see, 2023. But Waka surprised me. Today, people coming from Zedru. Today, you're getting my car now saying, tomorrow, my brother will come out in the evening. That is kind of life I want for you for the people around there to live. They go around there and drive for 3,000, 4,000 to 2,007. By the grace of God, before the year end, the middle of the year, it will drop. Gasoline, the motorcycle has there from point to point.
So that video that I want to give credit to was a young man named Kanyo Romeo. I like to give the young man the credit that video, nice shot by me, but the senator sound confused in that video. Very, very confused. You're not empowering the people. Other countries where we visited or where we lived, when the senators are there to make laws, the lawmakers, they make jobs available so that people cannot be coming to you, senator. So when the people parents sick, they will not come to you and say, "So, my mom, I gotta go see my mom." Without those people, you will not be Zoe. You will be maybe by the people that do hustling in Monrovia. Those are the people that made you. You didn't have Senator George that your parts pen will get it, or it came from your two-son lineage that you got it. So that was so sick and foolish of the senator to speak like that. Sick and foolish of a senator to speak like that. Why would a senator speak like that? Why? He said he's speaking. See what the senator spoke over there, talking down on people. Said they're coming to him to beg. Where you living at? Lawmakers don't make laws and make things and put things in place for people to get things. Do they take? You taking almost $16,000? What do you expect the other citizens to get? So it was foolish of the senator to talk down on people who made him to be who he is. That he got his son in Paris, he got other daughter in America. You think when they elect other people, they will not do, they will not send their children abroad. Those people who came from Israel, who you talking about, that came to from Israel, that came to him in Tucson, they want something from him. They came with picture friend again. You were dropped in at level. Welcome to the show, Putu Kelly.
Yeah, thank you, Prince, and good evening to the many followers.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be.
Thank you. So we just played the senators of video. I don't know if you listen to it, but let me play it again. Where he sits in Tucson in a little town, in a little village, and he talked about people going to back him. Other areas, you saw Prince Johnson. When Prince Johnson friendly with the president, he put cards on the table. I'm supporting you. I will be seen with you. You will hire so people from Nima County. There are I don't know how many tribes in Nima, but he wanted to give people to be hired in Nima. He always talked about the people from Nima. We saw Prince Johnson doing that. Can we see that from Zoe? He claims to be the godfather of Grand Judah. Can we see that from Zoe? You were friendly with Ellen Sirleaf. You flew around with Ellen. You flew around with Joya. Those people you are friendly with. How many Grand Judans you say, I'm supporting you now, so I want to get. Those people wanted to be seen with you because you are a nephew to the late president, your uncle that they killed. Ellen killed your uncle. Why can't they kill your uncle? So they wanted to make it like, oh, the man uncle who we killed, we are reconciled with him. So that will bring the man to us. Then people don't understand that they don't have immediate children and they took you. So you benefited for that. You don't even care. The people who care your uncle, you and the poor eating together, you flying with the poor. You put things on the table to say this, they say, we saw Prince Ward Johnson, Prince Uruguay. Everybody saw Prince here. When Prince going and beyond any political leader, he will always say, his citizens, Nibadians. He must hire this, give this. That's how the people got the jobs. You fly around with Ellen said, what did it benefit the people of Grand Judah County? You flew around with Joya. What did Grand Judans benefited? The people who will hire you, who gave you your employers. Your employers, what did they get from you?
Prince, let me come in shortly.
Come in, bro.
Thank you. Let me appreciate you for the show, and let me say good evening to everyone following us. In Liberia is 7:24, so it's evening hour. And wherever you are, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, your location. And again, I followed the senator step by step in Tucson. I listened to that video. The moment he was speaking, I had a court carrier who did that recording, who didn't analyze the senator's statement and posted it in the public. And now you just play on your show before I arrived. Probably this might be a surprise to other people, but some of us that been in the vanguard, some of us that been around, this is never a surprise. This is just an opinion. And before I go further into that video, I want to remind you of something. If you listen to that video, Kine, he spoke about proximity, being friendly with. Senator Penu is intentional of what he's doing. Let's be honest. Let's accept the fact that the brother is aware of what it is to be close to power or to be close to any president of the republic. He said in that video or one of the videos or one of but at the same occasion, he said if you are close to president, now for you to talk to the president, for the president to bring development to your people, now for you to talk to the president, for people around you to get jobs. And he put as there. My first time in my entire life to hear Senator Peno speaking correct English. He realized the job. So looking at Senator Peno, looking at people telling that they're begging. You've been in the house for over 20 years and you had no law. You made no law. If you are a lawmaker and then you realize that people are coming to you every day to beg, what mechanism do you put in place to stop them from begging you? Especially when you say, hey man, a human being. Yeah, you human being can get tired giving out. But what a system you built, what a law you made, that to say in the next 10 years, people will stop begging you. You pay in a house, you transition from representative 3 terms to a senator. Currently, you are on your first term as a senator, but you couldn't transition with your possible replacement to say this the one I'm lifting up, vote for him. That shows to you clearly that you are a field leader. Leadership is taking care of those who are leading. That's what they call leadership. Leadership is not like you be ahead of people. No, you take care of those who are going ahead. That's what makes you a leader. But it's so unfortunate, it's so pathetic to have Mr. Peno or Brother So, who today parading around calling people beggars. You don't expect the people to beg when you took their money and have it in your pocket. You expect people to come to you to beg you because that's a system you created. That's a system you show to the people. And somebody can give you one photo frame that cost 500 LD. You standing there vomiting rubbish. You should have gone back, use that medium where the people carry that photo frame and tell them that you are about to dedicate a project. You go on constituency break and you couldn't define.
You went down there, the people came and again the audience. I thought you were going to say this is what I did. This give a report.
Yes, exactly. Or today I'm in Granada this December. I mean, it is embarrassing. At least you should be telling, oh, I in Granada today.
The senator giving the report, he giving that to bring devil outside to dance.
Hello.
The devil dancing. Hey, yeah, Praise. Let's listen to our sister Praise. Praise, how you doing?
I'm good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy mini return, Praise. Well, welcome.
you. Thank you. But anyways, I just want to say a few things and I just want to ask some questions. You
Go ahead.
know, when people talking about Zopeno business, they get some people in there who can be insulting people. They get people who can be disrespecting people and people family. First of all, Zopeno is disrespecting the crown people every time. Nothing good he can say about the crown people. He don't even go among his friends to defend the crown people, the people of Grand Gila County, the people that put in power for so many years that he not even doing anything for the people. But every election time coming, he gotta get cow, he gotta get rest, and he's literally go for interview and he telling us say that he can get baby top like on the strategy of giving baby top for him to be senators or representative of our county. And like I said, 2029, I can tell anybody 2029 is a different year. Even if that chicken go and vote against Zopeno, you let support that chicken. If that dog go and vote against Zopeno, you let support that dog. Because first of all, we need people that will speak for the poor people of Grand Gila County. We need people that will defend us. We need people that will bring development in our county. We not need people that will destroy our county. We not need people that will bring hatred to us. We need people that will love her. We need people that will support her. Sopenu is only in power to help the other people to destroy Grand Gila. And Grand Judah is all we have. Like the people can always say, nowhere is better than home. You cannot go in Maryland today and say, oh, I will do certain thing yet and I will go free. Grand Judah is all we have. And 2029 is in the corner. You just feel that 2029 is far away from you, but you're not far away. And I want to ask this question. I saw something on Facebook yesterday. The former, I know him, former representative or in present representative, he wrote a post. He said that George Weah gives opening 25,000 to give it to the AG church. Is that true that they give that money to Zopen and Zopen ate that money?
That's why we're trying to get to him. He's not speaking to it, but he said he went to the church tomorrow to go speak to the church. After hearing the devil then dance today, then tomorrow he's going to the church. So let's wait and see what he will say to borrow in the church. Because I hope the journalists will be around to ask him, say, look, that's Representative Gray, former Representative Karis Gray.
Yes.
Said that we have gave you the money for the AG church.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll get him on record. If he's lying or if he's saying the truth, then we're going to know. Then we're going to know. But we'll keep you on record. I hope the journalist in Zwedru will be very much brave to ask the senator when he gets there, not to go there and get sugar paying him and pass around and be walking behind him. Then we'll not call them journalists. We'll call them their followers of Joe. When the man get there, ask the man some genuine question. It's not like you're going to talk down on people and then you're letting him go. No. You call the man. I would have called in the fourth estate. When the man want to talk something that don't make sense, you guide the man to bring him back and he make things to make sense. Where is because the former representative on TV yesterday on Segu show. In Zwedru. He said that the money was given to Zoe. So Zoe need to speak to the issue. You don't need to be evasive this time. He's not going to evade like the Afro donor thing, the other something that you just quiet. No, we needed to speak.
You know, that money, I believe that what the people say is truth. Let me tell you, Zopen here will always be evil thing when it comes to the crown people business. And here will always be into evil thing when it comes to the crown people in Grand Judah business. And first of all, when a government official eating church money is a curse. Anybody, if he eat your church money, that person is cursed. Because that money is not your money. That money is for the church. It's not for you to go eat it or to go kick out or go buy paper top. Not why they give that money. And I believe that the people give Zopen on that money. They give Zopen on that money. And Zopen love to be friendly with all the president of Liberia. All the president of Zopen best friend. All the president. And first of all the president, they all the United Party president, they don't even let with the crown people. You all get this straight today. The people from United Party, they don't even like the crown people. And first of all our government officials who put in power, they don't even talk. One thing I respect the late Prince Johnson for. Prince Johnson always defending the people of Nima County, especially the Gio people. He will stand for the Nima County people. He will support the Gio people. But these people that will put in power, they don't even support her. They don't stand for her. They don't defend her. And this is wrong. And it get to a point now that I don't think that all people need to be in power no more. I don't think so. They all people don't need to be in power in our country no more.
Zora old man.
Zora old man. But at this point, we don't want anybody that in a 40 or in a 50 no more. We are tired with them.
You want 20, you want 20,
we want youth. And the youth, they want to be seen.
Then you'll keep me and my man rule out.
It will because at this point on life, all the youth now can be seen beyond Zopen. All of them are on the cow eater. You must be food, your Zopen must be food in your and also your be food in Zopen. The money Zopen give it to you that Grand Judah County money, not Zopen own personal money, he take it for his pocket. And right, now money he work for.
Our dear sister, I understand how you feel. In fact, it's just that we on a public platform, so we have to exhibit and obey the Prince Double Show rules because there are certain rules that go for this place. So, that's why we are not using certain languages or profanity. But to be very honest with you, we are all particularly, I'm more angry than even you are. I'm more angry. It is so frustrating.
Why
Do
you
you know
angry?
that even yes, because Prince, let me say this to you, right? It is shameful to go to places like even nearby Nimba, or at least to talk about Lofa. I'm somebody who is friendly with most of those guys outside there, right? And then when I tell them that, or some of them will see my point and say, hey, comrade, you're going against Senator Penu. What are you doing that? And I'll tell them, say, Senator Penu has 0 mark in Grand General County. He had nothing to show as the longest serving lawmaker of our country. And you'll be like, are you guys well educated? And in fact, you have been around us, we know you to be an educated man. Are you telling us that someone who does nothing for you, who never seek your interest, and you allow this man to be in power for over 20 years, and the man is even seeking additional year to make it 32 years? Are you being serious with us? I mean, I put on some high level of defense to tell them, and it's defense, right? But it's actually the truth to tell them how so I've been manipulating our people. I mean, which is clear during election time, how you behave to our people, things you normally do to them. So the only thing that will continue to tell people is, like you said, even if it is chicken, worst case scenario, we know chicken can never replace, or chicken can never be our leader in Grand General County, but just a narrative. But in the worst case, we are saying to our people, we're not imposing anybody on you. We are saying to them, this man is not the best person. This man has this us. Countless time. This man has embarrassed us. This man was early yesterday. It was in his presence the jail 19 of our brothers unjustifiably. Without reason, they jailed them. Without evidence, they jailed them in his presence. He was brave to usher early to swear you without telling us. Now today, he's with President Boakai. Yesterday, he was passing around with former President. We are knocking a chest for we are. So, in only seek an interest. You representing us. You look at us, we go to bear on empty stomach. And they kind of tell us how your children in Paris, your son is on PSG, your daughter is a nurse in America. Also, I'm from Pudu Jaudi. I don't need to go back to Pudu Jaudi in Convo, or those children are in Pudu Jaudi. They so attend the midwifery or the community college or University of Labrador and making it a better place. You only can't stand before and tell how your children are doing well and we are not doing well. It is embarrassing and shameful. That's why we continue to tell people, let us say no to so. Honestly, we don't hate so. So it's our own crime, man. He's a brother, he's a family man. We don't hate him, but he's not the best person for this position. I know anybody can be carried away for little or nothing. What is cow? Yeah, we appreciate the cow, but where's the cow? We threw the cow away long time. In fact, those who even ate the cow, they are dead and gone. And I can't go to Bon County and tell somebody what they man showing me Johnny Bay project. Johnny Bay, who just entered the legislature, who has spent less than 2 years or going to 2 years showing me the man tangible project development. They are telling me, I get a man cow picture, cow like in my stomach. Thank God, I'm just using me because I just want to be honest to the disco. But I haven't even eaten that cow. And I vow never eat that cow the day I eat that cow. Let God ready to rejoin me with him. So this is embarrassing. A senator, a leader of a county, one who proclaimed himself to be Godfather, is sitting in Tucson, little Tucson, and saying people come to me to beg me, hey, I didn't be to I can get that. How about you can get somebody? You so pen. You don't able to build public library. How about you get somebody? Tomorrow you say you're going to apologize on behalf of President Weah. As who? Going to apologize on behalf of Weah for who? We are according, even let's assume that we didn't give you any money or we didn't fulfill his promise. But there's a man that made promise 2021 and he overpowered 2024. So all the time you ain't been rubbing shoulder, they're going from place to place. And you even went in the county 2023, you went to branch there, campaign for him. Why didn't you go to the people or in the AG church or you go on radio and say, I'm not going to branch it there because you promised to finish the AG people church. And I don't have the face. As long as their church is incomplete, I can't go to them and tell them to vote for you. So if you want me to go there and vote and tell them to vote for you, let the truck that will be carrying the material, let it be in front of me. I drive behind it. And anytime I can go there, at least I'll have something to show to them. Lately, we are promised to get 25,000. We already get 25,000. You paying the house for 25 years. Like for example, Prince, if somebody promised to build 10 for your mother on a farm, and you are a grown-up son, your mother gave birth to you, so you do something for her. So now, because the man feel to build 10 for your mother, what about you? And like your age mate. Also,
Now,
because your friend built 10, because your friend built 10 for your mother. Your friend built 10 for your mother. So they bring to beat your mother.
You just said it and rude. The man who saying you paid 10 for my man 2 years ago, then he came to me and said, my man, that goes to your wrong campaign. You already promised my people that I jump on. I ain't say, my man, the 10 what you say you pay for the 4 people, I went there and I go make another promise.
Exactly.
So okay, let's take care of the one first. So why so that promise was made before the election, before the campaign. So campaign for the CDC. Yeah, made a certain point just now. So why he didn't tell the people? What was he waiting for when he just come? Because he always like a political like a Kekula Koto. People who were living in the 80s, they heard about Kekula Koto. I think I went from Lova County, and so who do we want to do? It flow with the wind, and a political party can flow with them. Is it what we're saying for our senator? You said that we have said he promised the people in AG church. And when you left that time, when he made the promise, he said he told we are there now. And then we are King said, when I go campaign, you went again campaign for the men. 2023. Because you know, if you didn't say you vote for Boyaga, forever we are. Campaign for we are. So why tell we have to do the church? Why now you coming to talk about the church? Because he trying to use the CDC to gain sympathy or popularity from the CDC from Georgia. Georgia, we are not voting to be senator in Grand Gila County. A guy, man, Alfonso Gay. I mean, let me say Alfonso Gay, a man, or what's that guy name? Former pro-10. Those are people who come in against him to come there. And other people. So it's like, and he is the only guy from the southeastern region who takes on Georgia and thinks it's, I wear what shirt, I go on the road. Your uncle was president for 10 years. But my kid ain't getting money and carry money to go fill the road to came out. You know what your uncle then at Georgia who even though all beat on we are for not opening the road from Ganta to Zwedru. I mean, this is some Eastern, so I beat on we are on my show for that. And Samuel Tuer then, Eugene Nangwe then. I felt that most of the guys on the Southeast, they were too much in the government. They sort of faced our role. The people talk, that's the people talk. We are Joe and Joseph Boga being big place in Foya where the people talking, and he's there being it. Like Brent Popa, they will talk. That's the link thing where they know they can talk. Nobody cares for like Brent Popa again with the talking business. When Samuel Do them were there, they say, well, tribalistic. People Samuel Do is a tribalist. All these guys now who are with Joseph Boga now, where the same people who criticize Samuel Doe is calling him a tribalist. Boga is doing exactly what they accuse Samuel Doe of doing. Every good position in that place are held by kissy people. You guys, you don't hear them talking. You can hear these seem like brain talking. They shut their mouths. But if they can stay, they will shut their mouths. They can say, oh, Samuel Doe is a tribalist. I don't care time for like Brentford. I feel that they're a bunch of hypocrites and they're unserious human beings. I don't care. Yeah, the other tribes, I don't give a damn for those guys. I don't care for those people. They because they criticize. It's like Ellen Johnson said. Ellen said Sam Toba was a nepotism. He's nepotism. He's employing his family members. Ellen King should make it West. So these are all I bring talks. I don't listen to that. So my point here is that why you think he keep going after we are?
Yeah,
question too. Praise it for you too, and why you think he going after we are?
I think because I told my belief, Zopiano and the vice president, they are best friends. Eh?
Yeah.
All of them, they are angry people, right? Like I would say this. If you not carry grace, nobody will chase after you. When your destiny is not bright, your future is not bright, nobody will chase after you. They chase after somebody who is doing better than them. That's the person people chase after. Somebody, you not chase after somebody who not doing something, but the people just angry. They always want to call Joey our name in all kinds of things there. And secondly, when people talking about Joey, we are not developed or not face the role in the Southeast, I would say the Southeast get a lot of representatives and senators. They're supposed to face the Southeast role. They get a lot of representatives and senators. Like most of them, most of us are representatives and senators, they can talk. They are talking when they get on the radio station and when you hear them talking. So I expect them the screen they use it to be talking, to be doing politics. They can use that screen to build the Southeast road instead of them measuring Joe we are. They say Joe we are not face the road. They say here Joe we are main power. The 2 year heading main power is heading face Southeast road. She face Green Gillette road. She brought light to Green Gillette. 12 years, the Crown people vote for Helen. They brought light in Green Gillette. Next year, the people just doing the whole year. Me, like I say, day 2029 are coming. You are there vote for people we think that will do something good for our country. We will not be waiting for people or the other person say, I will buy cow, I'll buy. We tired eating cow, we tired eating burger rest. They rest, but we need to leave it.
Okay, let me respond to the brother here who say Zoe is the only senator in Grand Union. Why only so? Was Prince Johnson the only warlord in Liberia? I want to say war crown code you should get to Prince Johnson. Answer that question for yourself, then you go there. Because Prince Johnson was when they say war crown code, yeah, people who were rebel leaders in the same house with him. They don't get angry or they don't say something when they call war crown code. Joe was the one who lied to the people of Liberia. That he said in one of the videos that he came from Paris, I think yesterday. He landed in Monrovia. Then he left Monrovia, the scene by 1 a.m. By 5:30 a.m., he was in Tucson. And the brother news, so I said, well, the brother news and what the thing is, Tucson Air Force to take him to that place. Because that's the only thing I think the brother can use to get him that fast. I don't think he can get in a car what would take him from that. So
Okay, Prince, let me come to your question.
If you're a senator and you start to make those kind of loose comments, those loose statements, lying to the people, then the people will say, what are you lying to us for? Why would he lie? Was it any, why he lie? Did it even occur to you why he lied? I came from this, I landed in Monrovia. I left from Monrovia this, I went to road paved and this. Who would take 5 hours to leave from your house in Monrovia? That was a lie. You know that was a lie. Because from Monrovia, from Red Light Market to Ganta, it's almost 4 hours. Then from Ganta to a quarter you're driving home, almost 4 hours. Because I drove on that road before. So we're not driving 100 miles per hour or 110 miles per hour. There is no way you're going to drive 110 miles in no curves. You're going to flip that car and kill himself. He says, so it's telling us now that he driver can violate rules. If you're driving on the road, they'll tell you how many kilometers is there. So our senator and driver violating rules to get on the road and go. So go ahead.
Yeah, so you asked a question, why is it bad moving here? And the very first thing I want to ask you, from 2018 to 2023, or let's just say 2024, did you hear so say anything about where? I believe the answer is no. Even when as far as joining the CDC, that ushering to the Senate. All right. And that's just something that will tell you clearly that the man is after a berry. So it's after a berry. And it is clear. I mean, you don't need a rocket scientist. Even in public, so you can say, hey. So in some part of 2019, when you visited Grand General County, there was one person that knocked his chest and say, hey, we are not bring this, we are not do this, we are not do that. Even I want paramount position, say, you shouldn't give it to me. That's why he said to us, today there is a sin we are now dragging up and down. So, like you already made a case easy for us. You just said to us the story of Kekula Poto. Our new Kekula Poto is so. So you expect that so always be hanging around power. And the next thing so is doing, so cleverly use a CDC. I know that some situation want to say down they regret it. So use a CDC 2020 against us. When we told them that the so you're bringing is a demon. Some of they made other people to have left the CDC. They cheated for so in Grand General County only because that CDC Kennedy. I know that so you should not true. So I want to tell you plain on this show that so normally so doesn't hate Buya. So it's only after a bury. Today if we're going to be something we're going to try. We saw let President Baka just wait and just saw in 3 months I won't be president. If you're not here so operating Buya, say that we are just be president 3 months I will come back. Or let Baka here we're going to say I resign as president. Let my vice president per constitutional proceeding. Let my vice president take over as the head of state. You will hear that boy with artificial gray hair saying all the good things you have never heard in your mouth about Jeremiah Pankun. So it's only hanging it close. So it's only looking for the sunlight. And the only disappointing part of it is it's not even using his proximity to do something. You were brave enough. Imagine, Prince, if it were you or me. Hey, for the father president can lift up my hand and say, I know that Trump people went for, we are all for themselves, not because of so. Let's establish that. I'm not denying that one. We are working and say anything you want in this country, please ask so. If I don't do it, plain so. What does that mean as educated person or as a smart man you claim to be? Meaning that the man is giving you unhindered access to make requests. And then you sat down there, the man finish making that statement, the man is telling you, go and make, the man is telling you, go and campaign for me for the next time. He didn't tell you, say, my man, you raised my hand, you said you were going to do this, you're going to do that. If you don't do it, the people should hold me responsible. So, either you go tell my people, say, I don't want responsible, and what is, was never done. But you never tell me, say,
Mr. Ru, let me disprove Aloysius here. He said no. From Ganta to red light is 2.5, 2 hours 45 minutes. Okay. This is it. You Google it. You get saying from Ganta from red light to Ganta. From red light to Ganta. Driving distance from Monrovia to Ganta, Liberia is 203 miles. 327
What's
kilometers.
going on? I'm not hearing you.
You hearing me, Ru? Ru, you hearing me?
yeah, I'm hearing you.
If you're not hearing, then you got to log on and come back in. So 200, you live in the Western world. If you're driving 200 miles, 200 miles when you're driving it, that's almost 4 hours. 4 hours.
I can hear you, the host. I can hear you.
Go off and come back in. Go up and come back. Log up, root talk, so maybe she'll hear you.
Prince, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
To tell to go and
Oh,
come back.
only the host you can hear, right?
Tell to go up
Yeah.
and come back.
Yeah, so what you do, go off and come back. Just leave the line and come back and log back in. You get it.
Okay, I will.
You see how technology you can lie to the people again, Aloysius? From Ganta
Prince are coming. Let me surprise him. Probably it's not. Prince are coming. Probably Aloysius is not aware that from Kanto to Sweju is a less, or short distance to from Kanto to Monrovia.
Monrovia, yeah.
Probably he's not aware.
An hour from where?
I'm not cutting you up. I'm not cutting you up, please. First of all, there is no way somebody will drive 5 hours from Monrovia to Grange there. It's not possible. It's not possible. I can't say how that road is straight. straight quota from Morovia to Grange. It's not possible. So you need to stop lying to the people of Grange County. You need to stop lying to the Liberian people. They're making lie too much. And you need to stop it. And I believe Joe we are gives open on that money. You know, open greedy for money. Joe, anything he's open to tell Joe we are everything that Joe we are need to
You
do.
know, so
And
open, I
and
know
they
the
getting
best
that
for
money.
money.
You know that made enough money. You know money more than any
Praise,
other thing.
can you hear me?
Yeah?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, go ahead.
I say Joe love money.
The guy asked me if I understand the road. I drove in America here when they say 200 miles, that and you're driving 70 miles per hour on the 200 miles, that you're driving 70. You drive more than 70, or about 70 or 80, they will give you a ticket. That 4 hours, we put our car on cruise and we'll go in 4 hours before we get to the next exit. So you're not coming to coach me about driving here in Luscious. The place where you drive here, me you can drive 100 miles. But I'm talking about where we 70 miles. And I drove on that road before. They tell you how many kilometers you got to drive. So you're not going to go 100. If the senator is driving 100 miles on that road, I mean, violating the driving rules. And there is no way you can drive.
Even Prince,
that road
Prince,
Yeah.
even if you traveling 100 miles, even if you traveling 100 miles, Prince, they gain the Brunswick when you talk from Nigeria. When you add medicine into pray for Nigeria, 5 hours can reach into Tuzo. That's a bloody lie. The very first thing is, it is never possible. It is, I use the word never, it's never possible to drive 2 hours 45 minutes to Canton. What? Lying for what exactly? 2 hours from Pinville to Canton, 2 hours.
Except maybe the guys on Garden Wood. Maybe Joe got a guy who drive for Moroke now, who drove for Moroke before. So they go and drive 110 miles, 120 miles, but they're going to crash.
Hey, you know what pisses me off? You know what?
You know about road calculation. You know how many times I've been driving here? I drive from Minnesota to Kentucky 10 hours. When you get on that road, when they say that you're going to drive 160 miles, you're going to go 160 miles when you get to the another exit. That 160 miles, you're going to spend almost 2.5 hours on that road to 3 hours. You want to tell me about roads, driving?
And you know one thing, when I
you want to tell me now they traveling, calculate people that they traveling that come here, who came here, you get same more than the people who do this driving thing. Go there, go on your phone and calculate. It will tell you. It's easy. You're going to see it.
Prince, you know, most of the people now when you're talking about open up, they be angry. We call them angry Grangians. That's how I call them. And you know, one funny part, open say one time, and I think pissed me off like I'm gonna be in like bro, and I was just mad that whole day, that whole week. Like he said, Joseph Walker bear all the schools in Grangian. I was like, what's going on?
I know a Luscious there, and Ronald Thomas, they believe that Joseph Boaga, the one who the Unity Party, the one that built all the high schools in. So a Luscious,
So when they talk
about for Grange there in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, that's Joseph Boaga who get coming with Unity Party.
So that Joseph Boaga built multilateral high school, like he built after school, like he built because high school, he built
America
Lutheran school.
The people in Labrador do kilometers, and here they do mile per hours. You're going to calculate, it's going to be the same thing. There's no way you can drive 80 miles on that Ganta Moria to Ganta highway. 80 miles, you're driving a car with 80 miles on that road is a lot of.
That means he's not following the rules. He's not following the rules.
The very first thing, roads in America are express road. You just using road where 2 cars barely pass by each other.
Yeah.
2 cars passing by each other, they can slow down. Like you 80 miles.
I'm not listening to that man. I mean that angry Grangians.
No, but you need to be truthful to yourself and start lying to
yourself. The people there, when you follow behind somebody who can lie, of course, all of them who will follow behind the person who can lie, all of them will lie. They need to stop that thing here. And me, I believe, and I will continue to say this. Zopen went to Georgia. When Georgia make that promise and put Zopen hand up, Zopen went to Georgia and make Georgia to give Zopen that money, and the crown people not see that money, and you not do nothing for the crown people.
So
he able to do it.
Now he do it. The representative The senator whipped him out.
The senator stomach said somebody who now I'm pregnant.
So the senator, let's listen to the video from the senator. The man I was senator, I beg you leave.
I mean, everything possible for human being. Now human being makes it possible. God makes it possible for every human being. So I'm here to tell my people that we continue to be united. We continue to push our country, our county forward, our town forward for more development.
No volume.
Yes, and happy coming back with the good road conditions.
When Putu, you're not hearing these things? You're not hearing it?
I'm not hearing it.
So you have the people out there hearing it, man. So something is wrong with your phone. Do you have some of those Chinese phone again?
No, I have iPhone.
So we can contribute. Start making rally here to get you.
Oh no! Don't say that thing. I got an iPhone or iPhone 17 Pro Max.
Because everybody getting a thing, they say.
But I don't know what's going on. I got an iPhone 17 Pro Max, and I eat Grangy that can't take money.
So but you're not hearing the thing. The video.
The government is working and jobs fighting, commodity reduce.
Oh yeah.
I
The prices of commodity.
You want to listen to Soprano say at the point of life.
When I came to Tucson, I was so discouraged with my youth. But since 2024, LDA they really doing well. LDA really doing well. On a serious note, all the children in Tucson, the way I saw them 2023, 2022, is not like that no more. Thank you, President Bouaka. Thank you. You are doing a lot of things for us. You're not forced to put money in our pockets. You're not forced to give the people of Tucson bread and butter. But you get your development. Today, I flew from Paris yesterday. I landed around 9 o'clock by SM Brussels. I go home by 11. I came straight to Grand Gide. I had landed in Tucson this morning around 5 a.m. I left 1 a.m. I arrived here 5:35.
Okay. He left 1 a.m. The man was on the broom. You were probably on one of those our ancestor routine want to put in flower.
So you mean Soprano drove for 4 hours and 35 minutes to enter through West Gate?
In Tucson. That's where you Tucson. You probably Tucson, you drive a little bit when you get to. So he drove 4 hours, 15 minutes.
Jesus.
4 hours.
He said 5 hours. He said or
listen to me.
1 o'clock.
I landed in Tucson this morning around 5 a.m.
Listen.
I flew from Paris yesterday. I landed around 9 o'clock by SM Brussels. I go home by 11. I came straight to Grand Gide. I had landed in Tucson this morning around 5 a.m. I left 1 a.m. I arrived here 5:35. 5 hours 35 minutes.
But even when you left 1 a.m., you can't, and you reach 5:35, it can't be 5 hours, 4 hours. And so when you do the math, what a Prophet Key math we're getting from our president, our senator.
I swear, I pick you at the point of life, right?
It said Daniel Solo, let's do the math. It said Prophet Key math, Mr. Rue.
I said I Prophet Key math.
That one, two.
Yeah, so Prince, what happened? What happened, Prince? What happened is that just Senator Penny for us, right? Not in fact, there's a man. The only way you can lecture when you agree with him that 5 hours. The counting begin as soon as 1 o'clock. One already. Yeah, 1 already. As soon as 2 o'clock. So he's not saying you pick up 1 from 1 to 2 is 1 hour. He's not taking on that. From 2 to 3 is 2 hours. What thinking is as soon as 1 o'clock, meaning that 1 hour already. So what will happen if you are pick up at 12? So you're going to say 6 hours.
Shout out to our senator, man. Shout out to our senator.
I prefer keep my man, girl. You know, I haven't pushed out in my head, man, girl.
5 hours.
My man, but Prince, he's not telling me that he's not telling me that bringing a man on tonight. You tell me that you're bringing a man on.
You know the man I say.
You gotta talk to that people over, man. What?
No, but I got serious issue with you, but anyway, we'll discuss it off the show.
Puso said that in Jawadi to ne.
I mean, a senator saying Joe from Moruga, he left 1 a.m. and he got to Israel.
Also, you know the
5:45.
man,
First of
the
all,
man.
Prince, let establish the fact here, right? Under no circumstances that you can drive a vehicle 80 miles an hour on the road in Liberia. You cannot. And that's one of the reasons why there's too much, accident. And when there's an accident,
But he
always
did it. He
accident.
didn't get into accident. He did it. He did not get into accident, Anthony.
Huh?
I'm telling you what he did. He did not get into accident. That's what I'm telling you.
But
We know
first
that
of all,
he
he
did
lied. He's not
accident, but
telling the truth.
the
Prince,
senator
he
is saying
drive-
he did it wrong, and he did not get in. There was no accident.
No, but Prince, let people be fair to themselves. Yeah. We drive on express road here where sometimes at some point we can go 80, 90 miles an hour if the traffic is flowing that way. But you can't drive that many miles in that shorter time.
What do
It's
you
not
mean?
possible.
What do you mean?
The man lied.
My man, my man.
Yeah, you are senator
let me-
say
let me-
it's
Honorable
possible.
Gay, Honorable Gay. I don't. In fact, I'm afraid of you and Prince. I'm afraid of you and Prince because after I finish saying all the things to so now your papi, I'm going to settle it the way. So that making me fair. What's all I didn't man like your son?
You couldn't go mad.
The thing is, Kuna was up, man from and grandma from Kuna was so that and now you know this like our child.
I want to go to Liberia. I would want to meet the guy. Maybe the guy's an ambush driver. Who knows if I drove in a war, in the Civil War?
No,
The guy drove 100 miles per hour.
that
Yeah,
means the
but-
senator
but-
not
but
following the rules.
But Prince, that guy said this, right? He's not telling the truth. First and foremost, from Zwaju, everything is not Kota Lean, right? And then when you hit top at time,
No, but the guy said if you leave Ganta now, if you get Ganta from Ganta to 2 zone, the man that says Zwaju, you say 2 zone. The man in 2 zone, you're in your town.
Mhm.
The picture here, Zona is Zwaju.
But
So
it's not
you
even
have
possible. Come on now. Prince, it's not
Well,
possible
Prince,
for somebody.
the very first determiner here is from red light to Cantor is 4 hours already. So are you saying from Cantor to 2 zone is 1 hour? Assuming that it's
No,
5 hours, then take
The picture that I showed you just now with the 200 miles, that when you're driving 70 miles per hour. But when you're driving 100 miles per hour, it brings it down. You know that? Anthony,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
when you drive 100 miles, that means you gotta the time will
it
reduce.
brings it down. It breaks it down.
Yeah, the time will reduce. Actually, yeah, the time will reduce.
So really don't drive
But
100
y'all
miles
come
per
on
hour.
now.
You
So
know,
how
Prince,
can
just
a
stop
senator,
it.
how can they put,
Stop
how can they put
back.
70 miles on the road and the senator allow his people to drive 100 miles?
first of all, the senator not telling the truth. Already know he's not telling the truth. Prince,
The
Prince,
senator
it's not just
lying.
possible for you to fly on that. First of all, the
The-
roads in Liberia not good. Forget it. What that Kota road, that Dusty road. It's not paved to the way the roads are paved yet.
No, that road paved.
You can't fly.
The
You can't fly on that side of that.
Ganta to Nima Road, they are paved good.
Yeah, they are paved good for for a certain area, but man, when 2 cars passing by each other, the other car have to slow down. It's
No,
not
where the other car was slow down, the car, the lane is divided, how the car was slow down.
Honestly, so pen I know you're doing your brother, your start supporting so pen your stairs so pen say he lying.
No, so they're not telling the truth.
No,
We
you
know
see,
that the
we-
road
we
okay.
here, our point, we're trying to analyze it because when I'm driving to maybe Philadelphia, they tells me,
Like we
and
just
I
drove
get
to
on the
Kentucky
road,
from Pennsylvania to Kentucky.
maybe I
10
get on
hours drive.
highway in 71. They say from 71, you're going to drive 160 miles.
Yeah.
You get to your next exit, okay? So I forget about the GPS, or I keep a GPS to track the police. Go give me the radar to tell me there's a
Yeah.
radar in front of me. So I probably put a GPS, but put it down. So, and I'm driving 70 miles for that, maybe 1 hour, or maybe for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, for that stretch.
I'm going 90 miles on that road, which will be very important. You drive 90 miles on the road.
You drive the other man, you get inviting the police at all because
But the police for it, the way to go away, you get
they state you about getting over 200 ticket.
carry you. So let them put it at driving. Let them put it at driving. Mr. Gray, let them put it at driving. I'm driving 90 miles. So that 160 miles, when they say that 3 hours, I will get to my next exit. It will cut it down to maybe
They will cut
2,
it down to at least 2 and 2 hours 30 minutes, 2 hours 40 minutes. Of that.
2 hours 30 minutes or 2 hours something minutes.
Yeah, it will cut it down.
I drove and I really got it. I can not come from like with stupid people. We don't from real life market. So say Mario, so that means he drove from Matadi to real life first before he got to real life and drove to Banka. But I just cut it. I move all that yama coming from your heart. I'm talking about red light to Ganta. It can be 2 hours. It's 203 miles. Anthony, calculate 203 miles. I'm on 4 hours.
So yes, what Zoe trying to do, right? Zoe trying to foil himself with the Bwaka administration so he can seek re-election. So every time he will amplify things. You see, the man went to Grand Jury talking about the Unity Party bill. Unity Party was the party that came together with Action Party to become a party in 1985. So 84, 85, we already have Zodri Machulato. We I will have AG. We already have
the uncle was president was in high school.
RB, yeah.
First of all, Baptist, I ain't wrong. Government school, Baptist, or private school.
Private school, private.
So if you're talking about United Party pay school, so United Party not pay no school in our country.
So for him to suggest that, Prince, you're not talking to people who were born in 2005 when you begin representing. You're not talking to people like that. You're talking to people who were born, who went to school in Liberia before the war started. You're not lying to anybody here.
Uncle Anthony and Prince. So Uncle who became the president of the Republic, he went to high school.
Yeah.
So where did Uncle go to high school?
That's what I'm telling you, Prince. We know Zoe is the longest serving lawmaker of Grand Junction. Right? And he cannot justify his staying in office based on his deliverable. He can't point to any legislative accomplishment. He cannot point to it. Zoe claimed that he co-sponsored the bill that created the community college. It was fact-checked. It was research. It turned out he lied. I accused him of that like 5 years ago. The other day on the Jida Hasi interview, and Samuel Jila said, yes, we researched it, so they not go sponsor it. He's known for taking credit for things that he did not do. And now he wants to use the Grand Jida, a recondition role that Bwaka did as a means of, praising his administration to foil himself under the umbrella, so he can be re-elected. But
he knows very well that the Unity Party can't help him to be re-elected, except maybe Unity Party will gain money.
Trust me,
him to be Unity Party. How many members in Unity Party?
The Unity Party will not help him, but the reconditioning of that road to Grand Jida County can help him in the sense that yes, the travel time is no longer 2 weeks. No longer 1 week or 5 days or 3 days on the road. It's like a same day travel. So by saying it, people will think that, oh yes, but he's not the one that did it.
Gail, I'm a gray or Gail, how you call your niece? Anyway, first of all, we say be no. So 2020 now. Even the like they can feel the water Grand Jida, they can feel the water so east. We don't care. We don't care. We tired with this open thing. Our country. We tired. We tired with this open thing. Imagine the man going up the radio and lying or it's too much. Let's start that thing.
One thing I been this way all along. It's just that it's just so obvious now. Almost everybody now agreeing with some of us. Me, I never been a fan of Zoe. I never supported Zoe. They come carry a business on Spoon TV. That this guy doesn't have what it takes to deliver for the country.
Then listen to this guy, then for no go to rule. Mr. Whatever, go ahead.
Hey, Prince, how you doing?
You travel on that road to 4 hours?
That sounds funny. That sounds laughable, Prince. Let me be very frank with you. The honorable man, trust me, I was one of those that were, sitting on the fence with him. I was like, let us give him and let us turn. But for what I see he doing lately, he says a defeat already. You understand me? So the only thing he get to do now is to, play that politics that, hey, I know I'm not going to win. So let me come up with some things in favor of Unity Party that if I lost election, Unity Party will give me a job. So that's the kind of politics that's so played. My man, it's not possible that somebody will leave, like you said, Prince, red light to Tucson for 4 hours on a 400 miles. Bro, come on now. What is he using? Is he using one of those aerospace plane or what?
Maybe the man you see one of those jet plane in the building in Bobby to the town.
No, Bobby to the West. Maybe the man gets a broom.
Just imagine the kind of road that we got in America.
He gets a broom.
It's paved, it's good, but going into curve, can you fly 90 miles into a curve?
No, you're gonna die.
Thank you. And let's not talk. When they say the road is paved, you and myself know that road is not paved. They just flat.
Yeah, pavement
cement on that road to say paved. You know what they call paved road. Let us see your brother find different things to do, man. There's another way he can preach the politics. We know he's trying to find another position in the Unity Party government if they win 2029, but he cannot go back. Thank you, praise.
Okay, what you do? So in using these attacks on we are because all the time he attack the CDC and then you think that to get some cash.
If you attack CDC or you attack we are, you either get a better position or they give you some money.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with this lady from what's her name? This gospel singer in Nigeria.
Oh, that woman singing Water Song in her.
Yeah, that's the same thing. She go around and $30,000. As soon as you go and just say negative things about George Weah or CDC, you get a better position, you get some cash.
Yeah.
But they are even running campaign for the CDC running their own campaign. And that's a bad strategy they're doing. They don't even know what a CDC will even come back 2029. It's crazy. They are spoiling themselves.
But the part about it, people who drove those roads and know the truth, they don't come in and say the truth because the partisan thing in politics play, so they kind of back. So they my brother my man Bobby told it know very well that road can go be 4 hours. Joe told us in his video. Let me play the video one more time, then from there then we'll go to our brother here. This is what Joe told us in the video, Bobby told it. Your friend Joe.
Makes it possible. God makes it possible for every human being. So I'm here to tell my people I'm going to continue to be united. We continue to push our country, our county forward, our town forward for more development. So
yes, and happy coming back with the good road conditions. The government is working and jobs fighting, commodity reduce.
Oh yeah.
The prices of commodity.
2021, when I came to Tucson, I was so discouraged with my youth. But since 2024, LDA they really doing well. LDA really doing well. On a serious note, all the children in Tucson, the way I saw them 2023, 2022, it's not like that no more. Thank you, President Bouaka. Thank you. You are doing a lot of things for us. You're not forced to put money in our pockets. You're not forced to give the people of Tucson bread and butter, but you get your development. Today, I flew from Paris yesterday. I landed around 9 o'clock by SM Brussels. I go home by 11. I came straight to Grand Gide. I landed in Tucson this morning around 5 a.m. I left 1 a.m. I arrived there 5:35. 5 hours 35 minutes.
Wow.
What's the calculation, bro?
Anthony, take all the show for 1 minute.
But Bobby on the show, okay.
All right. Let me say sorry for dropping up just now. I received a local call. In La Brea, when you receive call on the opposite singer, you press, your internet switch off. But again, let me begin with what Senator Peno just said. This is very crazy and they show clear say how inept he is as a leader of the people. You are a sitting senator, or you were a and you stay a sitting senator or a lawmaker. You went to Tucson 2022, 2023, and you saw your citizens recklessly moving around and they're being affected by drugs, according to you. And you have no way to have conference. You can't tell me, or you can't tell us, Grand Gideon, or the general public, that the Labrador Drugs Enforcement Agency was established 2024. It doesn't make sense equally. It still doesn't make sense in any case. So what was your own intervention? Or you were waiting for 2024 before you had intervention of President Bouaga? No. That particular calculation of solar taxes, it can work. The very first, and you know the interesting part of it, okay? The interesting part here is President Bouaga himself has traveled on that road.
Yep.
The man is using executive vehicle. The man is using vehicle that had no stopping point in the Republic of Liberia except to its destination.
Yep.
President Bouaga didn't use 5 hours to enter Grand Gideon. What much more for you that using one single vehicle where you have your driver, a back twist, and you can't even sit down quicker and come in your drive 80 miles per hour? What are you talking about? The man back already twist. The man here not even circle. The whole here not even correct. They tell us the man drove you for 4 hours to enter Tucson. In fact, the calculation part, you know, one of the things I like about so, let me be honest, you know, at this style of leadership, I don't hear so personally, though I've never voted for so in my entire life. Never. But one thing I like about he always confess that my people, 18 years old about education, I'm not part of it. So somebody that even I doesn't know how to speak a correct English, to calculate a correct math. The man who understanding it when you say 5 hours, meaning once it is 1 o'clock, 1 hour already passed. So the one saying left from 1 o'clock and reach 5:35, 5 hours 35 minutes. He doesn't know that 60 seconds make an hour. It's not aware. Yeah, 60 seconds make a minute and 60 minutes make an hour. Thank you. 60 minutes make an hour. So it's not aware. He thought like, as soon as you say, yeah, 1 o'clock, 1 hour has already gone. Then from then on, the other one can go 60 minutes. So we don't need to waste our time on Senator Penn. The only thing we can do now is to join forces. For me, I don't care about whether we are giving money or we are not giving money. That here we are business. But what I'm concerned about here today is to say you want to go apologize on behalf of we are. That doesn't make sense to me as a person. That doesn't make sense to me as a natural born Nigerian. Because you have too many things to apologize to all friends. You, like for example, you Mr. K, you two finger in my eyes. You don't tell me sorry. Then your friend will step on my toes. You say you want to tell me sorry for your friend. Who does that? My toes and my eyes, which one hurt most?
Well,
my eyes is more sensitive than my toes.
But in their mind, Kelly, let me say this to you. In their mind, they feel as though the people of Liberia are stupid. By extension, the people of Grand Gideon are stupid, right? So they, especially the likes of Senegal's Open, to suggest to Grand Gideon, you are the longest serving lawmaker, for crying out loud. Right. You won the representative seat 3 times. You even demonstrated to say, oh, you have the key to Grand Gideon County and nobody can pull forward when you're around. Then you got elevated to the senatorial seat in 2020, right? And since then, you have the audacity to come on social media to say, oh, the youth, you know, their lifestyle, they got on drugs. So what is your own intervention? What is your own, initiated to, address this issue? When I found out that Zwetju City itself have up to 8 communities that have been identified that have Zoko, I was appalled. I was like, what? So the Zoko thing is really, spreading across the country. It's not just in Monrovia, it's everywhere, right? And this is very serious. everybody should take the thing serious, because it may not be your brother or sister today, but in the long term, it will start affecting your children, because this is a epidemic that is spreading so quick in the country. So we need to address it. But another thing that I found very disturbing is that for a lawmaker who supposed to advocate for his people, he turned to be the spokesperson of this government. I don't get it. So what are you driving at? Your proximity to the presidency, like you have close proximity to Madame Salif during her regime. She jumped over Grand Gillette and put that road from Fishtown to Harper. She built that corridor. I think she did at least 85% of that corridor, and then the Weah administration completed it. But he was then the buddy to Madame Salif. When they built the road from Rayleigh to Ganta, and then they stopped, and then they went to Fishtown and built that road from Fishtown to Harper, right? He was then the buddy of Madame Salif. Then he became the buddy of George Weah during Weah's 6 years term. And now he's, kind of becoming the buddy of President Wakai. And so your proximity is bringing no dividend to your people. Because if you in good rapport with the president of the country, you should use your connection to benefit your country, to create opportunity for your people. Being in leadership is not for you, it's for the people you serve, right? You serve for the people. You're not serving for your pocket, because money, you already have it. That's why you can afford for your family to live in Paris while you're in Liberia. You can afford it. But to use that proximity in the opposite direction, I mean, it says a lot about the individual himself, because that means he doesn't care about the people. What he cares about is him and himself. That's it, nothing else. And for me, I think it's a disservice for him to occupy that seat. We need to retire him honorably and say thank you for your service to the people. You are done what you know how to do best, and thank you, because I don't think it gives open additional 20 years. Nothing else going to
Honorable, tell where people can misunderstand me, right? Like, you will not say we should honorably retire him. We are not indeed nothing honorable, in any way honorable. So we are not going to honorably retire him. We are going to retire him with his greater regret of his life. We are not going to give him honor. We are not going to kill cow for him, or we are not going to hire any party or pull a party out for him. We will listen. So does he understand the language we speak here? Before I appear on the show, I told people it is because of the rules that cover the Prince Double Show. That's why I will use the language of the Prince Double Show. But I'll tell you for free, the language we speak here, so doesn't understand. I know so language. So it's a very reckless, arrogant man. So you understand level of being an arrogant person. So if you want to deal with so, like our common people say, a paso ni bad medicine. Like one of the things, the main reason why I always let to come on the Prince Double Show, I like to remind you. When I say you, those of you living in the US, you are our 4th district. In fact, you are the number 1 district that is invisible in Liberia. Most of what we have in this country, most of the support we get back in here, directed from you in the United States. I felt very disappointed. I said it on the show before, and Mr. Dow, I'm repeating it tonight. I felt very disappointed in the Nigerians in America, especially my own good friend, Fred Wayne. Fred paraded, Fred moved all around, so as soon as Peru enter America, you take on and pull it. So when so enter, was the same person. I watched that video. I felt very devastated. When the same person I was walking so, smiling with so, calling so all the good news, all the questions you think you're going to ask, so in the act, you walk out of that hall. Now we are here, we pushing, but you have the greater influence. You, Anthony Gator, is in America today. You got family in Punambo. That today when you tell them, you can order whole town in Punambo and say, hey, don't go to so, and they won't go there. Prince Double is here. Prince Double have family in Punambo. You can say, hey, don't step to so, and they won't go there. So we are asking all of you. I'm using the Prince Double Show today to make the announcement. The more you strengthen us, the more we get stronger. But if you finish saying this to us, we come, you call on the phone, hey, my man, don't go to so. There are end of the day when so go America and you are there down here and wanting with so, we feel very hurt. We feel betrayed. Because you are above us with too many things. One, you are above us with societal experience. Societal experience in the sense that you see good life. You know how America as a country is situated. You see how life is looking. You see, except you in America, you want to be lazy. But opportunities that you have there, we don't have here because they don't build a system where we have the opportunity to decide which job we go for and which job we don't go for. If I don't get a job for $100 US per month, 31 days to get $50. There are other people who teaching for 31 days. You're not even making $50. So we are saying to you,
you saying a teacher is not making $50 US a month?
There are some people who are teaching that are making $50. I'm being real with you. Meaning that they don't on payroll. They don't on payroll. Even if you in your Seattle. I come before prayer come in your Seattle. In your Seattle, there are teachers there in your Seattle that are even making close to $50 US. So we're pretty little there.
For the next 20 minutes, we go in 20 minutes, we'll be leaving. Why the superintendent of Grand Gila County and talked about the
transformer.
The transformer. Who pulled the transformer? Because the transformer issue, we think that the Senate, the representative from District 2 did those things.
Yeah, Jeremiah Sokan.
And we're seeing here this is from the office of the Grand Gila County Superintendent, office of Superintendent. That is Superintendent, not Mary Johnson. He said, "I'm sorry for my latest post. That was not what I intended posting. I'm coming up with the actual clarification." And then the person and they came here. It's only the same thing here. What he came here and try to clarify. What's up with the transformer? But the whole transformer. You got any idea on it? Who actually installed the transformer? Is it? Was it?
Mr. Togo, let me come to that, right? The whole issue of this transformer started since as far back as November. The electrification of other communities that don't have electricity in some part of Swaju, outside Swaju, like Bolekin, and the like of Port Town, Tuzon. You know, they don't have transformer, they want to have light there. We first appreciate the local authority effort, but it is unfortunate and it's very ridiculous. Let me use the word ridiculous. Ridiculous in a sense that they feel like the money that is in the Grand Gila County Development Fund, they feel like the money is their personal money. The current superintendent is still thinking like the time you are a representative, where money enter your account, it belongs to only him to decide what to do with it. You have a private entity that is supplying or that is distributing electricity in your county. And people pay bills to them. So now the superintendent is telling us that a Prince Double wants to sell gasoline in Seattle. We will bring the gasoline, then go buy it from Prince. We spend our own time money, go for the gasoline and buy the gasoline for Prince. Only because one Prince to sell gasoline is ready. In Seattle, that's a clear example. They were brave enough to take $400,000 United States dollars from the Social Development Fund to buy 5 transformers, 50 kVA. Each transformer is 50 kVA. And the most disheartening thing here is, I thought they or survey 3 days ago, even before they released their statement, I did a survey. I went to LEC office. LEC told me that the current transformer that they have in the country right now, if you are buying one, the highest you can pay for it is $5,000 United States dollars if you are buying a single transformer. But if you are buying them in bulk, you pay $4,500 on a disc. They give you a discount. And they will even follow you to do the installation free of charge. For the father, you pay for it, they install it free of charge. I was not certified because I said that LEC, the government entity or, SOE. So I decided to leave LEC and go to a private institution that also sell transformer. And I went to them, they said our transformer here is 6,600. So I said, but why will it be 6,600? They said, because number one, we provide car. We provide a team that will do the installation. And we provide a team that will maintain a transformer for the next 90 days before we can finally turn it over to LEC. So that's why we say 6,600. That's why the 6,600 is for. Because for the 90 days, they will be maintaining the transformer or looking at the transformer in case of, because when you hang the transformer, you got to do the wiring to install all the houses or all the facility that will use the transformer. So they're going to do that free of charge. And they're also going to provide wires. They're going to do all the wiring to every home that will be on that transformer for 90 days. That's why they charge 6,600. Now you're telling us that you took 400,000 United States dollars from social development fund to go and purchase 5 transformers. So now today I'll do my calculation of like 80,000 for just 50 kVA transformer. And let me surprise you. You know the worst thing that there? The worst thing now is one of the towns they bought transformer for, one of the communities they bought transformer for, which is Port Town. The representative of district number 3 are already purchased 100 kVA transformer for that town. The transformer is currently in the town. And Superintendent Grant is saying you are not using 100 kVA transformer, you will use a 50 kVA transformer that comes from the county development or county social development fund. What sense it make? You tell the people to reject 100 kVA for 50 kVA. So meaning that important when you get 2 transformers, one of it set it down, nobody to install it. Now the poster they already highlighted us that they took 400,000 from the county cover. Now the post you just highlighted, you put on the screen that I am sorry, I not intend. It's ridiculous, it's reckless to look at office of the superintendent. The office of the superintendent, not only the superintendent alone there. The office of the superintendent has staffs. So if you want to address the people of Canada, you don't say, I am sorry, then I say, you're talking to your girlfriend. You don't do that to the people of Grand County. I am sorry. I never intended. What you call it? Never intended. So you are our leader. You don't think you win the puppet, you make statement, and then you can't say you don't intend to make statement. Why you take the people of Grand for lower them honorable case? They think that we are stupid. They think we're stupid, and we are not stupid. We just want to give them the benefit of the doubt. They're not stupid people. Representative Soka had issue with the transformer that is in Bolekin. The transformer that they installed in Bolekin. That's the reason why they brought up post and said they are sorry, they never intended. Because Soka called and Soka prevail on them that if they not get clarity on the transformer in Bolekin, like Soka is a representative, and then they want to use a transformer, the money that's all go for a transformer, they want to eat the money, and then they hand Soka transformer, and they are already hanging. So they want to justify the 400,000, not knowing that there's no part, even in heaven where you can go and come back, no way you can buy 50 kVA transformer, heaven that is very bright, according to the power, heaven bright, 50 kVA transformer, you can pay 80,000 for it. Now USD talking about, you're not talking about Nye, or you're not talking about Pedabo, you're not talking about Okra. So that's very ridiculous. Because Soka is not prevailing on them, they are saying, hey, my man, Soka is telling them, okay, Soka told them today, I have all the documents in my possession. Soka gave them 3 hours to go and rectify that press statement. That's why they brought it down. So you can tell the people that I spent my money on that transformer. I spent 5,000. Soka bought that transformer 5,000, that particular transformer that is in Bolekin. So why would Soka buy a transformer 5,000? Then you buy a transformer 80,000. Now you and that Jesus Christ and you did all the transaction. So that's a problem. That's what we are now. 400,000 United States dollars. That's what we're talking about here. That's what Grant told from the County Development Fund. Right now, the money is in grant pocket, in grant vehicle, passing around with it. 400,000 the boys loving and having uncontrollable sex with 400,000.
My man, the leader.
That's what happening, Prince.
Let's hear from Anthony.
Yeah, you know, for me,
Because gentlemen, we
glad that young
got in the next 15 minutes.
I'm glad that young people that you are
before
standing
Carl
up.
will be leaving.
The best we can do is, you know, express our opinion and awakening the people of Grand Juda County. These people are not in the best interest of the county. Like I be honest, yeah. Grant served 2 terms as a representative. You know that, right? For him to settle for a what's the name, superintendent job, that should tell you he served Grand Juda County as a representative for 2 terms for 12 years, and you know, end up settling. So, look, the future of Grand Juda is in the hands of the young people. The future of Grand Juda is in the hands of the people of Grand Juda. Nobody else would do it for us. So the best we can do is to replace these leaders. You can talk and complain at all you want. If you don't replace them, you will get the same results. You will get the same outcome. And so when I said we will retire Zoe honorably, it's a respectful term, because I'm not, as much as I disagree with him politically and on the policy issue, I have to respect him. And that's how I do my politics. I respect my opponent. I respect people who I disagree with. And I think that's the posture we all need to, model after. You don't have to talk down on a person to make a point. You don't have to, say, derogatory things to them to make a point. You can stand up and be firm and be, professional and be authentic, and people respect you for that. That's my persona. That's how I see politics. So no, I don't. I was the only person that asked Zoe a tough question at that place. Maybe you didn't watch all of the video, but if you watch that video, you see me out there. I got the microphone and asked Zoe a tough question.
Yeah, my man friend made me angry, so I left.
Yeah, I mean, Fred, chicken out. So that's what it is. So, but again, look, the best we can do, Kelly, your age group, the generation after you, the generation before you, we have to, take this bull by the horn and move our country forward. The other day, I told some people, do you think it's okay that the quota that were in Zwaju, number day 1988 when we were there, it's the same quota that stayed there after the war? It's the same quota. No new street was built. It's the same quota. That should tell you something. Zopeno been in that seat now for what? Almost 20 years as a lawmaker. And what can you beat his chest for? The Chesia Green you just mentioned served 12 years. With the likes of Alfonso Gaden served 9 years. What's his name? Asin Yanabo served another 9 years as a senator, right? Then he served 10 years as an ambassador in Brussels. These are people who still want to come back and say they want to run for office 2029. Why? Why? You got nothing to offer our people. Look, having access to power is the gateway to provide opportunity for the young people. Today I saw this young guy who replaced what's his name? The senator from Nimba County.
Yeah, Samuel Koga.
Koga, the guy who replaced Koga.
The current representative?
Yeah, the man bought 34 pieces of motorbike. I'm looking to myself, I'm like, are you serious? 34 pieces of motorbike to distribute to young people? That same money you can invest in vocational training center, where a guy can become an electrician, can become a plumber, he can become a mechanic, he can become a mason. Do you know why it means to have that skill set? Any country you go to, whether that French you speak or that Portuguese you speak, your electrical remain universal. Tomico remain universal. Are you kidding me? Do you know what I would do for the young men that have electrical steel that can get wire a building or wire a home? That make can afford to buy 10 to 15 motorbike if they so choose. But you see the mentality? Keep the people where they are. Suppress them so that tomorrow when you speak, they'll run to your feet. That's this. Because that motorbike breaks down, that man coming right back to that representative. You always call him chief. But if that man is an electrician or a plumber, he doesn't need you. He can build another team behind him. He can train another group of young folks as he excel. That is not that focus. They don't want you to excel. They want you to remain there. That is almost all the politicians in Liberia. That's what they do. They give you little thing to hang on. Get to say you tied a goat by the tree and gave him Kasali. That's it. The ghosted that we can't run, the ghosted they can't give you Kasali again. That mentality is not to build vocational training center. Everybody can be academician like us. Can want to become an engineer, can want to become a doctor, all of that. No. But guess what? The society, ask Prince, he'll tell you, do you know how much plumber make in America? That's only breaking your heart that plumber can fix it. You understand? So give the people the skill set so they can be self-sufficient and build their own family. You're gonna buy a motorbike for a person after 6 months, that motorbike breaks, that man coming right back to your feet. So their goal is to keep the people down. So what we need to do is to continue to echo, to preach this message, come together, young folks, change the direction, focus on people who care about your future, not about now. They give you a beggar rec, that beggar rec can go. Instead of that beggar, or 2 weeks, that beggar rec gone. But if somebody give you a skill set, you'll live with that skill set for the rest of your life. That's the difference. And that's what we want to encourage our young people to understand that, hey, don't give up. Nobody should think that you're stupid. Not because you didn't have the opportunity, that means you don't have the sense. I always told people, some of you will even do better if given a chance to come here than some of us. Because everybody have a different God-given potential in them. Unless you harness that potential, you will never know. So until we're giving the young people the opportunity to strive, to build on their own, you will never hear politicians talking about building vocational training school. You know why? They don't want you to be self-sufficient. They want you to be a beggar. The poverty in Liberia is by design. I can tell anybody. Liberians should not be poor. But the poverty is designed by the executive mansion and the legislature. Keep the people where they are. And that is not good. We can change this by one person voting for another, encourage the friend, and friend encouraging the next person, and vote these people out. Once we start setting that example, the next lawmaker that will come into play, that census will be corrected, because you need to tell them, say, hey, my man, I can no longer be the kind of person you want me to be. I can stay on my own. I don't think any young man today in a sound mind that when somebody give them a skill set that can put food on the table, put money in their pocket, and save some money and start building. Most people today not even thinking of building a house. But by the time they start getting a good, solid income, they will start thinking about buying a plot of land, and next thing they start building to build a concrete house. It doesn't take that long. In 6 months, so long you have the fund, you had a new house erected, or in a year and a half, you already built a new house. But again, if you don't have the income, that thinking will not come there. How do you get those things, sir? And I want to encourage you guys, to keep the faith, keep the courage, don't give up. 2029 not far from here, my man. It's not far. We can put these people out and put the right people in place.
Exactly, Mr. K. Let me also thank you. One thing I like about your kind or about you is whenever you and I have conversation, there is always different. You're a very sound big brother. I appreciate you, and I hope that we'll get reconnected so that we start from where we stop. So that yeah. So
You got my number,
Prince,
you got
I
all
know
my
you.
contact, so
All right. I
I
gotta
know,
go at
I
4:30. So the show was for hour and a half. We have gone hour 45 minutes. So we're gonna come on tonight. I'll be on tonight.
Yeah,
I
Prince,
know
we didn't conclude that
I
story.
know you're
We were supposed to conclude the story with the
So,
with the money
so as soon
company.
get online, just share with me. I will come back.
All right.
Prince, you got any more information anyway when you come back on for the money
Yeah,
company?
tonight we'll come on tonight.
Oh,
Those
okay.
guys, they were seized by the devil. I think they released them now.
Yeah, we
Oh,
talk
okay,
about
okay.
that. So
Stop to the whole process until the people can be certified. Those who are involved in the process can be certified, and then they can start wherever they got to do that. The people, you have to tell the people what they came to do, and they tell the people and make the people to understand before you start digging the people yard. You got to start putting holes in the people place because you got a word from the Senate, the superintendent. The superintendent don't own no poor forest. No forest for the people. Their parents left that. No forest for them. So, but when we come back to that, we're going to discuss it.
all right, then.
Thanks for watching, and tonight we're going to be on. Thanks for everybody tuning. Good night.
All right, man. Take care.
And go enjoy your weekend. Bye.